Hello all, Seriously is here, back for some more exploring Voyagers. We are in 6.02 now, I think. Anyway, we're in the second patch, big patch, Monday morning. Ooh, look how bright this is. This light needs to be patched. We're up on the space station. They've fixed a lot of the stuff and things, huge patch. We're going to test it out. We're going to test some of it out. I've been waiting for that to drop so that we could build our thing. Our Corvette here. I've got a lot of parts. And the method I showcased yesterday, I want to make sure that's still working. Okay, music, chill. It's about to. I want to make sure that's still working, and they've fixed something about one of the only parts I'd never found. I found a lot of parts, and that's not to say that it didn't drop. I could have just been very unlucky. Thank you, music. Jeez Louise. Okay, this part here, the Arcadia sublight thruster, I only found one of the entire time I was hunting parts. I found 23 of those things. I found 11 of these, 11 of those. They're on other pages. Trust me, these ones are all duplicates down here. None of these are unique, these low-level ones, which is great because we've got a lot of habs and walkways. Walkways are like the half habs. I haven't seen what those look like inside yet because I didn't have any before. A lot of the things that you couldn't buy, that you could buy, I didn't find more of, so I don't know if those drop. I mean, you can buy these, and I've got 7. I started with 1 or 3, something like that, so I've definitely found some of those. I did not find, for example, though, a single, is it Thunderbird? Which cockpit do we have? If I go to here and modify it, I can look at this. Can I duplicate? Thunderbird class cockpit. Okay, leave the workshop. So we're using this one here, and I can't find these. These are the ones I purchased. I didn't find a single one of those. So I don't know if everything can be found. Again, maybe I just got unlucky and none of them dropped. And 8 of these and 5 of those dropped, maybe. And none of those? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. But we can trade for parts, and the bug about losing parts has been fixed. So many bugs prevented me from wanting to come up here and do all of this Corvette workshop stuff. Apparently, they've also fixed the bug that caused us to explode that time, getting stuck in space on stuff, clipping below the bottom. We're not testing that out. I'm not putting anything below the bottom if I don't have to. But apparently it's been fixed. So I want to go to, is trade in purchase? Trade is in purchase. I want to trade for advanced modules. Now that I have tons of modules and lots of duplicates, we can maybe get some of these things. We'll go down 2 ticks. These here, Thunderbird landing thrusters, I did not find any of at all in about an hour and a little bit of farming parts. And by the way, that method I showcased that we're going to go test in a second, it's phenomenal. I got in a 30-minute timed period. I was going to do an hour, but I got pretty bored. So I timed 30 minutes. I made 144 parts. That's huge. That's a huge amount for 30 minutes. That's over 200 per hour. I definitely recommend we give that a try. I want to get a couple of these if I can. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to pick something that I know I have duplicates of. Oh, there we go. I have 11 of these. Let's see what he says for that. That's an excellent trade offer. What if I put those back and they're here? That was the bug I think that was happening. You lost these parts forever. So if I cut that in half, it's still excellent. I'm just gonna go for, let's try again. Can I lower that to 3? That's a moderate. Let's see if we'll do that. Product received. Okay, we got it. I want at least 2 of these. You can't just I mean, you can. You can absolutely build whatever kind of Corvette you want, but I want 2. So let's try that again. We're down to 7. We're going to cut that in half. Now it's excellent. We offered him 3 before. He said, you know what? Fine. Fine. All right. So now I don't think we necessarily have every part in the game, but I think we're done there. There they go. And I just want to make sure that I didn't mistakenly overlook them. I checked these parts like multiple times. I'm like, I can't find these anywhere. All the other parts I think we have in pretty decent quantities. So we'll find out when we start building. But first, let's get back in our clunker and get back down. Oh, another thing they fixed is in our clunker we should be able, ha ha ha, yay, we can move our stuff and things. I do want my photon cannon in the supercharged slot cell, so you know it's gonna stay there. Photon cannon array, photon cannon, photon cannon upgrades. I don't know if this is just an extra. Yeah, it's just an extra upgrade. This is the thing that shoots. Neat. Okay, cool. But we can move our stuff now. We don't need to at the moment, but it's fixed. Yay. That was a huge problem for me for Corvettes, because as much as I do care what ships look like, I also care what their stats are. So, I have not gone and found a new system yet. The glyph address I showed last time is still the same system we're in. We'll show it en route over to this planet here. Ice and Sam Galaxy. I'll put it on my ship because it's in silhouette. There you go. Pause the screen on that timestamp, whatever it was. I'm not paying attention. About 7 minutes in, after 7 something. I don't know. Figure it out. We might be taking more screenshots here, but it's not. Oh, space signal detected. No, I'm not going to exit pulse. In fact, I'm going to recharge my pulse engine. I want to make sure this method still works before Monday's video goes live. It's Monday now, in the morning still technically, where I am on the eastern side of the continental Americas. Almost noon. And in 2 hours I'll be showcasing this method a little bit in a video. I want to make sure it still works. I don't see any reason it shouldn't. It was not mentioned anywhere in the patch notes. Anything about photon cannons or shooting salvageable scrap wasn't mentioned at all, actually, I don't think. So, in theory, this should be just fine. Still have a hotkey to leave my seat, so I can do it at the press of a button. We're going to activate our visor. One over there. That's a little bit close. That's a lot closer. Hop in our seat. You actually don't want to be too close, so we're going to go up above this thing. Okay. Some are actually buried in a cave, and those ones you can't get with this ship weapon. Okay. We're gonna check to see if this is a case of that. It does appear to be. Oh, I did not need to land. It's okay. It's okay. Is it not still marked? There it is there. Okay. Yeah, it's 50 units below the ground. That's in a cave. It might be in the bedrock, so let's go down and showcase what I've been doing for that. We'll switch multi-tools. No, that one then. So I want to clear these guys from my visor so that I can get them. And as you can see, this is bedrock. We can't get it. And if we switch to our mining beam, we can break one component, but we can't hit the main component. So I've been switching to the neutron cannon. There we go. And it's cleared from the thing, and I got all the pieces and extra stuff, 2 cargo boxes and a phase beam array, probably, something like that. Then I make sure I switch back to the mining beam because it's still the one we're probably going to need. And normally I would just teleport back up to my ship, but unfortunately today we landed. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so that is not an example of it being changed or fixed. Alright, let's get away from the water. We're not going to find any in there. And yeah, you know what? It's a lot less jittery. Our capes are still not working in here perfectly, but that's fine. I totally forgot. We said we were going to go to the station and change our outfit into the new stuff. We'll do that today too. Just got to make sure this still works because this is so good. I can't believe it's not butter. Okay. Yeah. Oh, those are. I was shooting the wrong thing. I saw those and I thought those are things sticking out of the ground. Those are knowledge stones. Word tubes. Okay, that still works just fine. Didn't get any new parts. Didn't get any of the super rare. We could trade for a second one of those if we like them, how they look. Let's go find out how they look. Let's go back to the space station and start building. Thank goodness that method still works. It is so valuable. My tips for doing it are either have $4 billion and you don't care about money so that you can just delete. I don't have any. I actually sold them out on the space station. You're going to get the uncommon, rare, and legendary loot, the blue, purple, and yellow loot from those things. They're just worth money. They're worth lots of money. Sell them. By all means, if you need money, sell them. They're great for money. But get the exosuit upgrade, the trade rocket, and then you don't have to leave the planet. You might have to leave your ship to launch it. I didn't try it. I've never really used it, but this lets you sell stuff without having to go all the way to the station. Barring that, find yourself a salvageable scrap planet right beside the space station. For this method, you don't need to leave your ship, hardly ever. So you don't necessarily need to care if it's a hot storm planet or any kind of gamma weirdness. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can farm salvageable scrap wherever, and if it's close to the space station, you can just fly. Ooh. You can just fly back up and sell your stuff to make more slots for your pieces. The other thing I would recommend is find a planet that's sort of flat. Hills are still a bit of a problem with this method because you can't detect things outside of a certain range, and hills of a certain height affect that range. You can't see stuff way down beneath you if it's a kilometer. Say it's a kilometer that way, but only 200 yards that way. And the ground beneath you is 100 yards, so you're at the top of a mountain and you can't see the one just down the hill 200 yards away. It's a problem. So you do have to fly low on a hilly planet. So I recommend finding some sort of flat planet if you can with salvageable scrap, the hardest word to ever say, apparently. Okay, we've made a save. Now what we can probably do is create a new Corvette. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so let's hit Z or Z. Everything here is not grayed out. This is what I wanted to test. Do we have all the parts? Ooh, we've apparently never found a Vesper diffuser. Oh, look at all of these parts down here we've never found. So there's tons more parts to find. You know what? We found a good collection though, because up here we've got them all. Vesper diffuser, Argonaut winglet, and then a bunch of the scaffolding pieces. Oh. Where are the pieces that, oh, maybe they're in this one. Okay, we didn't find the radar dome either. So, radar dome is one that I definitely do want to take a peek at. Let's see if we can trade for that. Yeah, I know we need a landing gear. And because I have a bunch of pieces that look like these scaffoldings, these dark ones, but they're not showing up as ones I can build here. So let's see what those pieces are. Let's back out of this, leave the workshop. Where are these pieces at? Here we go. Structural gantry link, industrial cargo link, oversized canister link. These are super rare in my experience, and we can't build them. How do we build these things? Assemble a Corvette. Now they have a different background, maybe that's why. Cargo box. An exterior attachment. Alright. What was the thing that I wanted to look for called? We're gonna have to do this again. Wow. Woo. Radar dome. Okay. Let's leave that workshop. Purchase. Let's look in here first. Purchase basic modules. It's definitely not in here. Oh, the Argonaut winglet is one that you buy. Maybe that's why I didn't find any. There we go. Well, that explains that. Good, cool, fun. And we can check by different things, but no, that's not what we want. We want to trade for advanced modules, and we're looking for radar dome. Yeah, there's a circular one, but we have cargo links. That's not what we're looking for. Cargo pods, I think we found some of them too. Can get that cargo box, so it is a useful piece. Oh, it's not in this list, is it? Let's see what we can search for here. Core components. Engines. Defensive systems. Access ways. Reactors, wings. Attachments is probably where it would be. Yeah, it's not here. Maybe, you know what, maybe it's not every space station has every part. And maybe we just need to find that part. Well, I'll have to keep looking then. That's annoying. I definitely wanted to try that one out. All right, let's get into building. We only got another 10 minutes or so to go. All right, I want to start with, I think, no, not you, you, and these ones are now engines as well. We can see what these do. 3% boost, 4% boost. They both have the same launch cost, 11%. Let's start with these guys. A little bit off of center to the back. Yeah, this is going to be a simple one, and we'll go more complex later. But I want to try a couple things out here. So, landing pad. You know what? Maybe we'll actually go center, but here and here. And we will delete that one. No. Continue modifying. So we need a hab, but what I'm thinking is for this layer, we're going to try ambassador. Oh, we can't snap it to nothing, so we gotta put it here. And wait, do I want that at the same level? No, I don't. Okay. And then here we're gonna do an ambassador landing bay. Haven't tried one of these yet. Looks pretty nice. Ambassador hab is going to go here like that. And like that. And like that. I want lots of room on this ship, but I want it to be simple. Is basically what I'm trying to go for here. So I think what we're gonna do, can I switch parts? No, I have to hit Z to switch parts. All right, well, we're gonna put another walkway there before we do a cockpit. We'll go with the full ambassador. The insides will match best this way. And if we don't like how something on the outside looks, we can cover it up with building parts that aren't ship parts. So that's the plan. Speaking of that plan, let's go with not this. We need a reactor. I don't know about during the patch, but I saw some people building with this part not during the patch, and it was hard to remove. So what we're going to do, I'm going to place it. We can scrap this whole thing if we can't get rid of this. We're going to go like that. And yeah, we can't... Start a fresh design. There we go. Yeah. Don't use that part unless you're sure you know where you want it. So that's a bug that is still in the game. No problem. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't even offer that one anymore. It looks like it's just gone. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. We'll do these here and here. We're going to need a... You know... I've got an idea here. Okay. Okay. I want to go like this. Where is the hab? Oh, that was supposed to be a hab. Copy that, put that. There, doesn't matter. Something else that has occurred to me is that these things do have sides and we can rotate these, right? It's making a noise, but you can't see it. I think the internals might change, though. It doesn't look like it from here, though. Okay. That's good to know. Okie doke. Let's get our landing bay back on. So we also need, besides the reactor, we're going to need some engines. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I do sort of want like a bunch of these things because they all give different bonuses. Maneuverability on this one. But that's a huge hyperdrive range, and I bet we can move this one later. Yeah. So it's only that round one that's the problem guy right now, and it's not that big of a problem. It's something I want to see, actually. I can rotate, but I can't flip it. So we can't put this upside down anywhere, which is what I would have wanted to do, but I mean, that is not too bad there. Or here, and we can box in the sides, maybe. Let's not pick that part for now. We can put this guy here. Does this one flip upside down? Doesn't look like it. What about colors on this thing? Can we pick colors on that? Yeah, we can change the colors on this piece. It doesn't change very much, though. I don't really have a color preference right now, but we'll go with metallic finish. Could change all the colors to that later. Yeah, that'll work. Where are our engines? Do any of these offer anything better or worse than the others? Ooh, yeah, Thunderbirds are very good stat-wise. Ooh, so are these. Oh no, 6% maneuverability. Oh, those are only 2. 8 on the ambassadors. That's what our ship is. It's an ambassador right now. 12 on the Thunderbirds, though. Alright, how many of these do I have? And what do they look like? They are huge. I sort of like that, but I sort of like this to keep it a bit more compact. Okay, we'll go like that. We're going to flip it and go like that. Yeah, we can handle this. We're going to go overtime today because this is, we didn't get started till late. I would like to get something built here that I'm happy with. I do want to see what these look like. Okay, neat. Now we don't need these, but it's interesting that they're already at the right height. Oh yeah, that level is at the right height. Never mind. And we could snap it there, no problem apparently. It does look cool. And we could probably get rid of those ones now. Although, I think what I would do is just move them back one. Like that. The back of the ship needs landing gear too. And we also need boosters. %, 5%. Looks like we're going with, oh, that's huge. No wonder. No wonder. Can we even still get in the thing if we use this one? I don't think we can. So we would need to move that. You know what? There, that doesn't, that blocks up the back pretty good. Can we do 2 of these? We can do 9 of these. So let's do that. Okay, and then I think what I want to do is see if I can get a couple of these on top there. I can. Yeah, not too shabby. A lot of this is for looks. You can't just give additional boosts to anything you want whenever you want. But this has a snapping connector at the back, so maybe we could do even more funky stuff. Let's see what we've got. Where is that one we only found one of? I want to see what this looks like. Rotate and flip. Do the same sort of thing with this? Okay. No, not the part I want. I'm thinking maybe it's one of these. No. Ooh, these are neat. So yeah, we could snap that right to the top of the engine, apparently. I wanted to go to the back of it, but no, not where I want it anyway. Yeah, I like that. Now, what do we want on the back here? Do we want a window? I am pretty sure that the answer is yes, but apparently, again, that's no. We got to put something there first. This can't snap to the back. Is there something there already? No. Continue editing. Let's try now. No. Huh. Oh, well, I forgot. Gotta get rid of that first. Okay, put the landing bay back in. It's not the landing bay that's in the way. Maybe it is these things. Yeah, looks like it was those things. Can I put them in now? No. Well, okay. I have one other idea then. Let's get rid of that. Put those back in. Get rid of that and copy this. It still won't let me put that there now. Huh. I can put this one in, no problem. And it was going to let me put a window there? Let's double check that. Can I snap anything to this? Yeah. Well, I'd rather not have that landing pad there. Can we put doors? Are there doors? I don't think there's doors. We'll check when we're inside. Alright, since the game keeps yelling at me for this, let's put that on. Going with metallic turquoise here, apparently. Yeah, not too shabby of a color, I think. Alright, let's get the window in. If we gotta live with it, we gotta live with it. Oh, there we go. Change color of that too. So that's the basic layout. We don't have a weapon system. Ooh. Maybe what I want to do then is... No. Put you... First of all, we don't want one to the side. No, I want the hab. There we go. I wanted an overhang there. Now we can put the cockpit. We can put a photon cannon underneath. Like that. Doesn't mean we have a lot of stairs to go up to get to that story, but it does mean we have a lot of room inside for building, and I'm okay with that. I want to see what this looks like flying, but we still have to cover up a lot of flat boxy areas at the front here with stuff and things. The back I have looking pretty much not totally satisfied. Oh yeah, we've got no shields. Let's look at these. We didn't look at any of these stats. Oh, that's a phase beam array. This is the best shield stats, deflector shields. What's it sticking to here? It's lighting green, but I don't see it up here. Did we build one? We don't have stairs yet. All right, let's finalize current design. Sure, compare, add to collection. Yeah, it matches up pretty good. Okay. Oh, ooh, that's a little bit of a problematic entrance. Okay. We want internal stairway. Right, oops, right there. I saw it turn green. Yeah, that's the shield we added. So we can put the stairs over top of that. And then the cockpit's right here. Very nice. That's pretty much exactly what I wanted. Just up a double stairs. The window at the back. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. That's pretty good. This is pretty much exactly what I wanted. And that shield is here. Neat. That is the shield piece, right? Let's look at the top of that when we get back out here. We're not quite done yet. We just needed to do that, check the insides, and add the stairs. Alright. Shield. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was the top of this thing. And that snap point is gone for me. Oh, they all say 9% shield. Oh, that one's 8% now. That's interesting. Okay, let's look at some of these things here. I've seen worse. But that's not what we want. We're looking for... Pretty sure I have antennas. Oh, they're in my... all the pieces I have that are in my other ship I don't have access to right now. Didn't think about that, did I? Cargo sphere. I don't know if this actually... Let's take a peek. Does this offer anything here? Moderate performance boost. It says it does. Moderate performance boost. Cargo pod. Yeah, we should have just been modifying our previous ship. That way we'd have access to these ones here. That's huge. We could block off our whole entranceway if we want. Oh, that's neat. I sort of like that. It gets in the way of the landing gear a lot. So does that. But I like it better than the first one. I only have one of these things? Ooh, okay. In that case, I'm going to try. I think that snap point is taken with our shield that we put in there, though. Yeah. Ooh, I can put it inside our guns. That's neat. I sort of like that a lot. It hides our guns. Done. Consider that done. Okay. We're missing so many parts that what we're going to do is apply edits. How are we going to do this? We're going to have to just cram as many parts as we can over here. Oh, I can just... I didn't need to come over here. Forge of the Air. So, where was those? Yeah, wanted to get them. Wanted to try some of those out, I think. Lots of cool stuff we could try here. Oh yeah, here we go. The Speedbird stuff I think looks pretty nice. We have 8 slots left. High energy shield, cargo sphere. That's just landing gear. Speedbird, we'll try that. Domed. Maybe the reason we couldn't find these to build with is because we didn't have them on our inventory. Oh, those look pretty nice. Don't think we need any industrial joints, small fence, and only one more item we can pick here. Yeah, let's go with the blade, see how that goes, and we'll switch our ship. The geometrical, we'll take teleporter. We're not walking our jetpack, and that's crazy. All right, let's try again. Modify. Yeah, we put the cargo pod in, and now we can use this cargo pod. Oh, that looks bizarre. Could we have put that where this one was? You know what? That looks better than the ones that stuck into. Huh. What does this say? Same thing as the other one. Okay. Small vent, air purifier. Couldn't hurt, right? Let's keep that up near the front. Is there one that's gray? Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah, we're gonna go with that for those. Okay. And no, we're gonna go back to that for most things. Okay. So back here, we want to go to this. We found Speedbird stuff. So like that, right? Yeah, that would look pretty good. But maybe we want one of the double length ones and we want to merge into that other piece we put there. Like that. Oh, yes, sir, Bobberino. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Perfect. Much more smooth. The front could use some work. And I think what we have to do that is delete this. And then our battery. Yeah, look where our battery went. So if not our battery, our shield. No, continue modifying. So if I put this back in, can I stick stuff to the front now? Not that, I don't have more of those, but say, yes, I could do this. How do we flip art vertical is R. I want to do that, snap to the front, and R, that. Yeah, I've seen worse. Let's try to make it better though. That's too big to go there, but it could go here or here. How many of these do I have? I can build 6 of these. No, it's too much here. What if we rotate? No, we don't want to cover up those. Oh, you know what though? That's not too shabby. Like a Cobra. And that gives us more connection points too underneath, right? So I could say, go back to here. I didn't pick any of them, but we could go get, say, our torpedo launchers or something else, phase beams, and add them in underneath. No, that's too much. Let's actually pick, doesn't matter, and then we'll back off of it. I want to take a peek, a look around at what we need to do. Not much. I think if I'm going to do anything, it's going to be in tomorrow's episode when we tackle decorating this thing. But for now, I think we've got it pretty much where I want it. I want to take one more quick peek through the parts we have. Oh yeah, we picked a couple of these just to see how they look. They're big, bigger than I thought they would be. No, don't want that anywhere where it fits. These are even bigger, I believe. Yeah. Ooh, that's nice though. Almost nice. Oh, we only had one. No. Any other parts? I have no... Ooh. How many of these do we have? That's huge, though. I didn't realize it was so big up and down. But that's almost better than that Cobra wing we put on there. Ah, no, it clips into the engine. Never mind, never mind. Alright. Also, not a fan of it clipping into the engines. Can I go underneath? Ooh, I can. And that does not clip the engines. Consider those done. Just because we can. Do we have anything that goes to those? Oh, maybe ducting outlet would have been better than those. Because it hangs down so low and it's flat in the back that I'm not a fan. So let's try... Oh, I don't have any on me. No. Yeah, I'll go with these. Apply those edits. Let's take this thing for a spin. It's going to be pretty clunky. We have no upgrades. We're going to do upgrades, and we are going to do decoration next time. Oh. Oh. We're not done. We're not done. One more thing. We got to move that shield. Apparently it didn't like it there. That does mean we can pick a different one probably, though. No, continue. Oh, that doesn't look very good there, and that does stick up into the ceiling. That does not necessarily stick up into the ceiling. So we're going to go with that. It gives us an animated piece in the middle of our gun. I sort of like that. Okay. And we have more slots on the side here. Is that in the way of our engines? Yes. We definitely have a roof here, but I sort of want to put stairs in the interior that we can get up onto the roof. I'm thinking of it anyway. So let's see if that works and take it for a test flight. Oh, can we jump over it? Yeah. No. No. That's not working. I can't even get in the cockpit. Okay. We'll get this fixed. However long this video is. This is an hour-long video. It's an hour-long video. Yeah, it's an hour-long video. We're at 53 minutes. Jeez. Okay. One last time here. So we can't put that there, which means I don't want to put that there, but it does mean I do want to try attaching this here again and see if that prevents us from walking through anywhere. We can't get that cowling in there now, or whatever it was called. We could maybe do... Oh, yeah, we apparently can. Oh, this is a corner piece, I see. I see what's happening. It's weird that it's showing me it's flipping the battery upside down. Yeah, the same thing's going to happen with that. For any of those, we're looking for... I wonder. That's way too big, but that's sort of what I was looking for. Again, that puts the battery down. Oh, I don't think I saved those edits. Let's check. Looks like they're saved. Can we get in the cockpit yet, please? No. All right, I will figure this out then between episodes, and we will have a ship that we can fly. But that's it for today. Until next time, everybody, have a good time.